the things with Ange, because obviously we're crashing on United. First of all, big up for Spurs as well, because as much as they were dead, do you know the irony?
They defended really well, though, bro.
Thank you. And the irony is we've been crashing on them all season for them not being good defensively. So the fact, and you know what? I think Spurs fans would even admit this. The ones that are watching, the ones that watch this back, all you've been screaming for Ange to do is to be a bit more defensively solid and kind of have a plan B.
He showed that he can do. He showed that he can do, yeah. What they said, and that's why I've always backed Ange Postecoglou. Man are like, oh, what's the difference between Ange and Amorim? There's loads of differences.
Yeah,
you know, there's loads, bro. Do you know what I mean? Ange last season showed, yeah, that he could play what I call Manchester United football, attacking front foot football. He showed he can do that when he's got everyone available.
Yeah,
when he's got everyone available, he showed he can do that. And then on top of that, yeah, like, bro, even this season, they're one of the top scorers in the league, bro. No matter where they are, bro, they're like top 6 scorers or something in the league. They've scored goals. So he's shown that he can coach a team, yeah, to score goals. And now he's actually shown that he can coach a team to defend.
And facts.
So now I'm looking at a manager. Hold on. So if I give this guy his players, I know that he can set up to score and he can set up to stop people from scoring. Bro, that's a good coach.
Facts.
But his inkling is still to attack.
I think for Spurs fans, though, like, obviously he done it when it mattered the most, but they just want to see this consistently now, because obviously they're not going to ignore the league season. But Ange showed, listen, horses for course, he's like, you know what? I am going to try and keep the ball too tough. Because, bro, like you said, Tottenham, I think, like you said, top 5 or 6 highest goal scorers in the league. And one thing you have to say about Ange, yeah, you can criticize him for his high line and sometimes not being able to adapt in certain games. But Tottenham have always been decent going forward. That always, you've seen, they actually have.
Yeah, but no matter who they've got, Brennan Johnson, bro, man's looking like Jada Pinkett Smith, bro. Do you know what I mean? Man just looks like a lesbian, bruv. All them tattoos and that. Do you know what I mean? His little peanut head, bro. He always just gets in.
He looks like a diet.
He does, bro. But all these positions to score, bro. I swear that he looks like one of them light-skinned lesbians, bruv. That's
bro,
what he looks like.
They even gave him a tag, bro. They're hashtagging Backpost Brennan, bro.
Bro, you know what I'm saying, bro? This Brett always does that back to front post run. He always does it, yeah. Bro, like, he's a threat in it, and he's rubbish, man. Like, Ange Postecoglou, man, have been saying it, bro. If Tottenham sack him, yeah, we have to go get him. I'll be real. Like,
I can't hear it. I can't hear it.
We have to go get him, bro. You know what it is, yeah, with Ange, yeah? Ange plays football suited to an elite team, even when he doesn't have one. That's the difference.
Yeah.
Because that front foot football had man badding up the SPL, yeah. And if he plays that kind of football, yeah, with money and players, United should be sitting on the halfway line. That's where we should be.
Should be, yeah.
Spurs shouldn't be on the halfway line.
You literally want to swarm. You want to swarm yeah.
Bro, that's how the top teams play. That's how Hansi Flick plays. That's how these men play. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, so when Tottenham fans were saying, oh yeah, Postecoglou, and I said to my brother bare times, I was like, bro, you want Ange out, but bro, this is the best manager that I've seen you man have. And I've seen you man have managed my whole life. Do you know what I mean? This is the best manager you've had. In terms of tactically, he's the best manager. He's the best manager. In terms of the football he wants to play, he's the best manager. Now look what Pochettino done at flipping Spurs. Didn't win nothing, yeah. Then he's gone to Chelsea. Didn't win nothing either, bro. Do you know what I mean? I like Pochettino. But the thing is, when I see Pochettino playing Enzo in the 10 and stuff like that for Chelsea, bro, and Chilwell at left wing and that, bro, is man all right.
And correct me if I'm wrong, I think he went PSG and then they won a winning run of winning the league title. And I think correct me if I'm wrong in the chat, but I think he was the manager to make them not win the league as well. It was mad with Pochettino, bro. But yeah, you know, credit. And do you know what becomes iconic, Rants? Yeah, we were laughing. I definitely was laughing at Ange start of the season. I always win in my second season. You know how bad, you know how much of a bad man statement that is now.
Yeah, but it wasn't just that, bro. It's the way he looked. He corrected himself and he looked at man in the face because man was interviewing him.
Yeah.
And you know, man wanted to laugh. You know them ones. You know when a man wants to say something cheeky, but man just looked him in the face. Was like, "Are you sure?" Because like, he was pissed off. He was like, "Bro." And man said, "No, I always win something in my second season." And my man, he thought about saying something, and then he thought,
man had that authority. Because you know what, even if you don't believe what you're saying, if you make it sound believable, people will buy into it, bro. And even before this game, bro, I think he said a couple of days ago, the reporter must have asked him, like, "Oh, you know, this season you can either be hero, you can be a clown." He said, "Make no mistake, I'm not a clown, regardless what happens."
Yeah, that's it, bro. He's a bad man, bro. I swear. Like, bro, he talks like a gangster, bro. Do you know what
Words.
I'm saying? He said, bro, you can never take me for a dickhead. Like, that's what Ange is on, bro. I like that energy, bro. I've seen him beefing his own fans. I've
Mm.
seen him doing he don't
And do you
care.
know,
He's like,
this ain't reactionary from you as well, because I was sticking on Ange, I'll be real. But bro, you've been saying even Tottenham were in the mud. Bro, I see a manager in him. I actually see a manager in him,
yeah,
but
but this is what I'm saying, bro. Like, people think that it's just about Man United losing. It's the manner in which they're losing. If Man United were losing in the manner of Spurs, yeah, like Spurs, I think I saw a stat here that they've lost more games by the odd goal than any other team.
yeah, just by one. I see
Yeah,
that. I see that
it's 2-1
still.
and 1-0s
It's
and
not like they get battered.
yeah,
Yeah,
they're
for
not
real.
getting smoked like us, bro. Like, do you know
Yeah,
what I'm saying? We're getting smoked and there's no football. At least Spurs fans know that we're gonna score. We might lose, but we're gonna score, really.
sure.
Like,
Yeah,
this is their thing. Our thing is crazy, bro. Do you know what I mean? Home and away, man, are getting slapped to the point where I think our home record's worse than our away record. Like, bro,
that's
Old Trafford
crazy.
used to be a fortress, bro. Do you know what I mean? Man, now man are turning up and leaving with points, bro.
Bro, God, listen, God save you what Villa are about to do to you this weekend as well. Bro, I wouldn't even be surprised if some United fans don't even turn
Bro,
up to that game. They
we're not
probably
gonna
boycott
have a
the game.
squad, bro, because Garnacho's crashing out right now, so he's not playing. You know the ones. I don't know who's gonna be available to play, bro. All the players that had little niggles like Xerxes and Euro, there's no point in them playing. The season's over. Like, what
Mm,
team are we gonna have available, bro? Put Luke Shaw and Mason Mount and all these dickheads, yeah. Put these men out there to die in the last game of the season.
no words. I think that can get ugly because their record is poor, but with them chasing Europe, not even Europe, Champions League, I think it could get ugly this weekend, bro. And the thing is, it just shows you the type of mentality that the likes of Bruno, Garnacho, and Thingy have because straight after the game, you want to kind of make your way for an exit. You're trying to put that seed in to say, oh yeah, you know what? Put a seed in all the fans' heads like, you know what, bro, I could cut. Like, yeah, if the club want me to leave, I think they all said it in a different way. Amram said, I won't quit, but if the club want me to leave, I'll leave. Bruno said, look, like if the
Yeah.
club feel like they need money
Perfect
to me, I'll
segue,
leave.
blood. Because you see that Bruno blood, I swear down, fam. You see, me and him is personal, you know. Bro, I despise that guy, you know.
You're kind of like Cat Said, you're gonna meet him in the
Bro,
car
but
park. And
I despise Bruno. Do you know what I'm saying? You know the reason why I despise Bruno? Like, I think I said it yesterday, bro. He's one of, yeah, he's one of the most, yeah, unlikable characters I've ever had at my football club. Yet all of a sudden, it's like he's above criticism, bro. He never gets held to account when he does bullshit, bro. He's a dead baller, yeah. And on top of that, yeah, he's a fucking shit person, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, this is the same brother, yeah. When he was shouting at Cheeto, bruv. Do you man remember when he played Cheeto that fucking overhit pass and he didn't control it and then he started shouting at the Ute, you know, the Ute 17 years old. You're meant to be the captain, bro. And Xerxes had to go over to him and kind of put his arm around him and say, yo, like, don't worry, Ute. And that. How you shouting at some 17-year-old, bro?
you're the one who stitched them up.
And
It's
you're
crazy.
the one that played man a grenade in the first place, and you're shouting at the Ute, bro. Like, this is what he does. This guy is meant to be the fucking captain, yeah. Imagine Roy Keane came out, yeah, after a European final and was acting the way Bruno was acting, bro. Ferguson
Facts.
would have been swinging with the spray on the bus, you know. They would have had to fight. That's what
Word.
would have happened, bro. Like, man can't do that. And the thing is, Bruno's moving. Bruno can only move the way he moves because there ain't no real bad man at the football club no more. That's the reality. Because Casemiro is a bad boy, but you can tell, yeah, that bro, like he's disillusioned with what he's seeing right now. He's like, he
Yeah.
can't believe it. He don't respect Bruno.
He doesn't
Because
know where he is right
hold
now.
on, when we
That's
won was it the League Cup, bro? And he gripped up Bruno after the game, bro. Like, and he like we won the game, and he was like, bro, you were shit today. You were shouting at Bruno, like when we were going to get the medals. He don't rate Bruno. He don't rate this guy. He's like, you're shit, bro. Like, he literally had his arm round man, little man in him saying, yo, like, what you doing? And we just won the game.
Do you know
We
what's
just
so
won the
mad,
game.
Ranch? Yeah, it was only 12 months ago where a man was saying we should build the team around Bruno. What a
Bro, they've been saying
captain.
that every
See what
season,
happens?
bro.
And now what? 12 months later, I'm seeing even some Bruno fans that are turning. Maybe he's not the right guy. Oh, he's not doing it when it matters. No, he's not been doing this for 2-3 years. That meaningless game. Yeah, because man are saying, oh, in the run up to this, Bruno was cold in that. But like you said, I think you said in
He
your
wasn't
reaction, bro.
cold,
A lot of the
though.
games were like 10 men. A lot of the games
Bro,
were like 10 men that
bruv,
he performed in.
Casemiro got us to that final, bro. I swear down, like, this bro won a penalty and got 2 assists, yeah. Like, I think he won the penalty, either got 2 assists or got a goal and assist. I don't remember. No, 2 assists because he got the Maguire cross and I think the ball to Kobe Mino. But brother, Cassia went Super Saiyan, bro, in that game against Leon. That's why we're in the final. Like, no other reason. Like, this Bruno thing is a myth, bro. This guy scores penalties against the big six teams and stat pads against the shit teams, bro. If you look at all of his goals, yeah, they're against nothing teams, bro. Like, this is what he does, and he scores he turns up for like 3 months a season. Bro, I despise that guy, bro. And it's one of them ones where it's the people that make him acceptable, bro. And it's a symptom of the generation we're in. Because Bruno, what he does in this club could not slide. This couldn't slide 10 years ago. He couldn't slide, bro. Even the way that Rio and them man are sucking him off, yeah, bro, he couldn't be in the dressing room with Rio and them man, because them man would absolutely shred him. He wouldn't be here, bro. He wouldn't be here.